sunset, a flavor of a memory. Whenever all the stars above are shining, then I know I'll never be alone. Wherever all my wishes may be heading, a part of us will never leave. Oh, wherever in the world you may be hiding, in a while I know you're coming home.
Right, good evening folks, welcome back to the vlog in the van.
Actually in the van.
It's all very exciting, so we've decided we're going to do a cheeky wild camp, a bit of a test run, because next weekend we're planning to go away,
Hopefully.
depending on how AJ gets on in the van tonight. So yeah, we might be out for the night, we might be out for 10 minutes.
Well, we've been back and forth to the house for the past like half an hour, so
It's not been going well so far. We've forgotten AJ's food,
milk, pillows.
So what we've done, because we had to keep going back and forth and it was unsettling AJ, because every time it stops he thinks we're getting out for somewhere exciting. My mum's going to bring us some milk down because we're not far from home.
Thanks, Joni.
So yeah, again, if you do recognise where we are, don't put it in the comments because we are close to home.
Yeah.
But right now, the snack bandit is extremely hungry.
Oh, I'm getting hangry.
And we're having tea. Now what are you doing?
I'm doing a fake away because we're fatties and on a diet, so we're doing a fake away instead.
Yeah, so it's Saturday night. Saturday night would normally be takeaway night, but because we've put on loads of weight and got fat, we can't have takeaways anymore. So
I would like to say we're not fat, but genuinely our clothes don't fit us anymore, so we have to do something about it because I'm not buying new clothes.
she's being politically correct. I've got fat. I've put on a stone.
This is true, she's got stuff.
I'm a heifer.
Idiot, right, I'm going back to cooking dinner.
I didn't know I was telling a lie. It's been a long day for sure. How could I resist your smile? Can we move on as before? I could wait for 1,000 years, but it won't do us any good. Will you bet if you get the chance? I know
Oh,
I
here she comes.
surely would.
Here comes our saviours.
Wait, there's a hole
Thank
in
you.
my
Cheers.
deja vu.
Thanks, guys.
So come back soon, you are my missing part. I know that you'll be you.
Look at that fake away.
So we've got egg fried rice with spring rolls, vegetable spring rolls obviously, homemade chips, and that's it. We have a pretty bland and boring like takeaway anyway, so oh yes, homemade sweet and sour sauce, which is really easy as well.
What's in it?
It is ketchup, brown sugar and vinegar. 1 part vinegar, 1 part brown sugar to 3 parts ketchup. Boom.
So we are going to stuff our... Oh, it's a bright, isn't it? Yeah, so we're going to stuff our faces and then I'll try and show you, AJ permitting, a little bit about where we are. But yeah, first, dinner.
Oh, I know, in the van, yay! Dinner in the van, dinner in the van, dinner in the van.
There's a knobhead in the van, a knobhead in the van, a knobhead in the van.
Oh yeah.
Whenever I am off to find a sunset, a flavor of a memory. Whenever all the stars above are shining, then I know I'll never be alone. Then I know I'll never ever be alone. Yeah, somehow I just never learned. In the back of the schoolyard, where we used to play hide and seek, you smiled hello, oh my God, and there was no need to speak. Always in the dark, and you can't come close. Always with a spark. I wish I could forget. We were departed from the start. Nostalgia.
Morning, folks.
Good morning.
We've been crap YouTubers again. We've reverted back to being rubbish.
Was we ever good?
That's a good point. We haven't really filmed much. Mostly because, well, two reasons. One, because AJ's on the floor right in the middle of the van because he can't go on his bench seat, so there's no space. Two, because every time one of us moves, he thinks he's going out again, so he gets up, so we've had to stay really still. And three, this one just got way too excited about being in her jammies, cosy in bed.
I was just like, I am doing nothing. I am just chilling in my van. And it was amazing. It was so nice to be back in, like, yeah, because we had a no phones film night, which was really good. And we watched a really good film and we just chilled out. And yeah, it's just been...
Yeah, Trial of the Chicago 7 we watched. Highly recommend it. It was good.
Oh
Wasn't it?
yeah, I like that.
But this one she gets so excited to be all cozied up. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Oh, I just love it.
I get more excited in the morning when you wake up and you open the window and you're there. So let us know in the comments what you find really exciting about
Comfy, cosy, watching a film and having snacks.
or like actually enjoying the surroundings that you've come to park in.
Yeah, you do that anyway, but I'm just talking about in the evening, you know. But we have learnt that it's really important for us that AJ has a dedicated space. Like, because we built this van around him having that space, didn't we? And, like, now he hasn't.
He's taken up the whole corridor. So we built the bench seat because he likes to sleep up on a platform anyway. He doesn't like to be on the floor. So we built him his own bench seat, and also then he can see out the window. But obviously he's not allowed to jump up and down on things at the moment. So he's gone in the floor and there's just no floor space left. You have to leap out of bed and over to get to the toilet or the sink or anywhere really. So yeah, we are glad we built it the way we did, and we are very much looking forward to it being back to being able to be used like that.
There is light at the end of the tunnel, and that's what I keep saying to Lou, is just, it's all right, because in a few more weeks he'll be fine.
We will. But do you reckon we can go away?
I think so. It's the issue is at the moment, and I think it's going to be for a longer time as well. It's not just going to be once he has his scan, is that he obviously can't jump up and down. So he's not even allowed to do a curb at the moment. So we have to hoist him in and out of the van. And that's the only thing. But so if we keep the door closed when we're in here, or even when we're outside sitting there, because we've done a trial and gone over to Joni's back garden as well.
Yeah, and he lays down. So we're going to a campsite on the next trip, so that'll be easier because we'll have our own little pitch where he can lay outside the van when it's sunny and whatnot. So
yeah.
So yeah, but on that note, there's a few things that need repairing, that need fixing, a bit of damage from our trip to Spain, so we need to go home, prep Fanny ready for adventure, and then we can hit the road kind of for a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
It goes round and round.
Right then, good morning folks. It's a whole new day back at the house, as you can obviously see. But yeah, a couple of little jobs to do in the van. We had a lovely night's wild parking, very excited to get going at the weekend, but there are a couple of bits that need fixing that didn't quite make it back from Spain, so we're going to crack on, get them sorted, and then we'll be ready to hit the road. It's so bloody stiff. Okay, so the first thing I need to fix is this gas strut. All the fluid leaked out of it and it just doesn't work anymore. So if you don't know what a gas strut is, basically it just means the cupboard will stay open on its own. But this one no longer does that. Now it's not a problem for me because I can just, if I want to be in the cupboard for any, you know, kind of extended period of time, it's just balancing it on my head. It's really not an issue at all. Works absolutely perfectly. But for Emily, who's only yay tall, I mean, she has a bit of a problem because it doesn't stay open. Now, that means we have to put a new one on. These was a pain in the arse to fit the first time round, but I'm hoping that because this one's all in the right place, I should just be able to take that one out, pop, I've got a new one, just pop the new one in, and we should be good to go. I would think, I would hope. I wonder if I break the gas strut on the snack cupboard, if that'll solve our continued snacking problem, because then she'd only be able to really reach in and just grab what's at the front. And if I load it with oranges at the front here, who knows? So I did think that I was going to have to unscrew it and fit a whole new one, but I remember now, I think these just pop off. So hopefully I can just pop this one off and pop the new one on. Sounds easy, don't it? Oh, you just know I'm going to break her tea, coffee and sugar pots in the beer glass. We definitely not going to break the beer glass. Yeah, so they're just like ball and socket joints, but you know, I don't want to risk ripping the cupboards off the wall. Right. Okay, so the next job I need to... You can't see me. It's a stupid place to put the camera, idiot. Yeah, the next job I need to do is to reattach this handle. Now, it fell off at some point between the van getting from Spain back to the UK, and I've looked for old videos, and I'm pretty sure it's still on there when it returns from Spain, so who knows? But anyway, gonna go back on there, 2-second job. Should be simple, will be simple. I've just got some bigger, beefier screws to put in there for now. I might bolt it on eventually, but I think maybe in 6 months, 12 months, the van layout may well change. So yeah, let's do that. So that was nice and simple, and the next job, and probably the last job for today, I'm going to need Emily's help with. Now, if you're wondering where she is, she's in the house. She's making, where we're going at the weekend, we're going to see some friends, and one of them's having a baby. Obviously, one of them, they're a couple, they wouldn't both be having... They're having a baby, and she's made them this really cool mobile thing that goes above the thing that the baby sleeps in, cot, that goes in the cot. And it's really, really good. So she's just finishing that off, and I will, if it's finished before we finish filming for this vlog, I'll film it because she's done a really smashing job. But we have to decontaminate our freshwater tank. Now, the reason being really because when we left it in Spain, we drained out most of the water, but there's still some water in there, and it's been sat there now for over 4 months, 5 months nearly, and it's probably stagnant and manky and black and horrible. So yeah, we're going to do this, run it all through, but I do need her to help me. So yeah, we'll crack on and get that done, and then bit of a tidy up because I made a mess, and then Fanny should be well and truly ready-ish for adventure. There's still other bits and pieces we want to do, but for now, this is going to be it for now. I need your help. You bring the big funnel?
Yes, I'll bring the funnel.
She's going to bring the funnel. Oh, it's cold outside. I've had to put a jumper on. Sunny, freezing. So I don't want to get into the politics of whether you should or shouldn't decontaminate your tank, because I know there's different opinions on it. Just so you know, we don't actually drink the water out of ours. We have a separate container for that, but I do want to keep this relatively clean. We do boil it up for cups of tea and for cooking and washing and things like that. So, big funnel, lovely, thank you.
Obviously, can't do nothing without me.
So basically, this says that we need to add 100 millilitres for every 20 litres. Now our tank's 88 litres, so that's pretty much nearly all of this. And then we need to fill it up with water and leave it overnight. So, but I need.
How are you gonna do it?
I need the hose. I need a small hose. If we get a small hose.
Work,
I couldn't remember. Get a small hose from there to there, pour it in.
A normal hose.
Yeah, the little hose out of the under the chair. Nice.
Oh, you are making a meal out of this, aren't you?
Child lock, isn't it? Ready?
Yes. You haven't done nothing without me, have you?
No, I ain't done it without you.
Shall I go and get ready then?
Yeah, go and get ready now. Oh, go on then, you go and get ready. What are you wearing?
You told me to get dressed for the hacker.
Not for the hacker, as a hacker.
That makes no sense, Louise. How do you get dressed as a hacker? I'm ready now, anyway.
So we'd like to take a minute to thank this week's video sponsor, which is NordVPN. Now, if you don't know what a VPN is, it's basically like an online barrier that protects you, your online security and your online data from things such as hackers, computer hackers.
Not the hacker. As two people that work online and are often on the road, staying safe on the internet is extremely important to us. Knowing that we can use public Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi hotspots safely and securely means that there's one less thing that we have to worry about, especially when travelling abroad. It also means that your connection to servers is encrypted, your service provider cannot spy on you to see what you're browsing online or share your data.
Another huge bonus for us is that we can access catalogues on our favourite streaming services from other countries, which is ideal as we rely entirely on online content when on the road, meaning we can use the app to select a server in the US, for example, and watch series and movies that aren't available to us in the UK on apps such as Netflix. You can use the VPN on multiple devices, which is great because whilst I'm watching my favourite content, Emily can still safely browse the web and find the best stocked local snack shop in whichever country we happen to be in.
Shop down the road has got an offer on Snickers bars.
Have they?
Get the van ready, Batman.
It's 9:30 at night.
I don't care.
Shut up. So if you click the link in our description below or use the code CAMPERVIBE, you'll get 70% off plus one additional month on a 2-year subscription, making it only $3.56 or £2.63 per month.
Which, if you're using daily, is an absolute bargain.
Do you even know the hacker?
Yeah, of course I know how to do the hacker.
You can do the hacker.
Yeah.
I won't have it. I won't have it. Come on.
I can do it.
There's no way you can do the hacker.
Of course I can do it.
Right then folks, good morning. Welcome to yet another day here on the vlog. Today's the day we're supposed to be going away. And you'll notice there's no Emily because we're not yet going away. We're heading to the garage for a change. So we was faffing about getting the van ready and everything yesterday, doing the water as you saw. And I went to take the van out for a bit of a drive to fill it up with diesel and whatnot. And the check engine light is on, which is fantastic. Anyway, I'm about to go on a rant, so I'm going to stop waffling. So we are on the way to the garage. I'm getting to the point now where I'm absolutely sick of it. Now I don't mind things break, like they break all the time. The van's going to break, that's not an issue. But what I'm sick of is going to mechanic after mechanic and there just being problem after problem. I just want to, I don't care how much it costs, I just want to take it somewhere and it's fixed. And I know that I'm going to get at least a month at this point of hassle-free driving. Because that's the thing, it's like I don't trust it. Like we're supposed to be going away, but I don't trust that it's safe to drive, and that's just constantly on your mind, constantly having to worry. It's my right of way. Idiots. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm not in the best of moods. But yeah, we'll get it to the garage, they're going to put it on there. He's very kindly agreed to squeeze me in before he even opens. He's just going to put it on his fault code reader and see what comes up, and fingers crossed it's something as simple as the petrol cap's like loose, or, because we had that on a car once. Engine management light comes on because the petrol cap's not quite sitting in there properly. just a con, isn't it? It's just a con to get you to take it back to the main dealer so that they can charge you, I don't know, I think it's 80 quid or something now to go to a main dealer to get the fault code read. We'll see. So I've just realised as well, I've not updated you on the leak situation. Basically, I went to the garage, it's holding pressure, the leak, obviously as I got it to the garage the leak completely stopped again. So yeah, it's maintaining pressure. They've had a temperature gauge all around it to make sure it's at the right temperature all the way around the system. It's no longer leaking, and I've driven it a few times since then and it's been absolutely fine. So we was just gonna, the coolant level staying exactly the same, so we're just gonna monitor that and see how it was going. So we thought we was kind of like getting there with it, but yeah, we're not losing pressure, we're not losing coolant, so. And now we've got this. So yeah, I don't know if this vlog's if we're going to be taking you away with us or we're just going to be sitting in the van sulking because we can't go anywhere, but I think that's half the problem because I've been stuck in the house, not just because of lockdown, but because of AJ as well. Because he can only have like a 10-minute walk in the morning. I don't want to leave him all day while I swan off out doing things, so yeah, just getting a bit sick of it now, but it could be a lot worse. It could be a whole lot worse. We're both safe, well, all of us are safe, we're alive. For now, the van's running, and I shouldn't have said that, idiot. Okay, so I've just got back from the garage. I do have some information, but we're just waiting for Emily. She's coming. Oh, she's here already.
What's the verdict?
Just going to tell you all what the verdict is. So I've got this fancy piece of paper. Basically, he's put it on his little scanner machine that tells you everything that's wrong with it. And we've got 3 fault codes come up. P067, this is for the people that want to know. P0671, pre-post heating glow plug of cylinder 1. That's a permanent fault. So basically, we've got a dodgy glow plug.
Okay, well, we've always had that.
We've always had a dodgy glow plug. Number 2 is P0110, air temperature sensor at the flow meter. That's a temporary fault. And the other one is P0100, which is the airflow sensor, another temporary fault. Now, he's checked the airflow sensor, make sure it's all plugged in and connected. He said it's fine. He's cleared the faults. He said he'd have no issue driving it for a few hours to where we're going and then just keep an eye to see if the lights come back on. Because at the minute, the lights are off. So he said there's not really an issue, or he wouldn't see them as a big issue.
So do we or don't we need to get them sorted?
Oh, I don't know. I think all we can do now really is we've got to drive it somewhere to see if the fault codes come back. Okay. So we can drive it, basically. Well, I think so. In my experience, there's 2 types of mechanics in this world. There's the type 1 who would have got these and said that's going to be like £4,000 please, and we'll change your £2.25 sensor.
A bit excessive.
And then, I don't know, if you're in Spain. And then there's mechanic number 2 who's the opposite, and he's like, no, love, that'll be fine, just drive it and see if it comes back. So he's very much mechanic number 2. I also think there's 2 types of drivers in this world. Now, driver number 1 is the type that gets every little thing fixed, continuously services, does everything properly. And driver number 2 is the type of driver that lets all the lights come on, flash for days and weeks, months, even years, and then just
put a sticker over them so you can't see them.
So you can't see them. I used to be, and you know, I used to be driver number 2, where I just didn't give a toss because I had old bangers and we didn't care and didn't have any problems. And since I've become driver number 1, who gets their vehicle serviced and maintained and looked after and every little problem checked, we've had nothing but breakdowns.
Yeah, I know.
So we've had the van, which we've looked after, and we had the Volvo, which we looked after. They did nothing but break. Everything else we've just treated like crap, and they just soldier on. So I'm thinking now...
Yeah, but I feel that's because they was older.
Someone else had all the problems, and then we bought... Because I used to buy cars with like 120,000 miles on for like 200 quid, and I think, well, if I get 6 months out of it, I'll scrap it in, get another one for 200 quid, and that worked perfectly for years.
Yeah.
And then I grew up and decided I needed a proper car, and since then it's all gone wrong.
So, look, we can drive it. We've got to drive it to see, haven't we,
I need to drive
basically?
it to see if faults come back. At the end of the day, we've got RAC, so if we get halfway there and the lights come on or there's a problem, then...
Let's get ready.
Yeah? You want to go?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We've got to drive it. We've got to see, haven't we? We've got breakdown cover. That's why you have breakdown cover. They can then check to see if the same fault come up if that happens. And then we can get it done. If he's saying that we can drive it and that
At the end of the day, we're going to drive
see.
2 hours up the road. We're going to park in a field for 4 days, and then we're
Yeah.
going to drive 2 hours back. So it's not like we're going to be whizzing around all over the
Yeah,
place.
because we can't take the van out and stuff once we're parked there anyway, because obviously AJ, we just want to keep him settled and in one place, don't we? So...
Right, before we pack up then, do you want to get your, before you pack it away, the thing you made, because it's really good and I want to show these what you've done.
What, you want me to bring it here?
Yeah, because it's got to come with us, isn't it?
It has. We're going to see our friends this weekend, and they... Well, not recently, because she's due in June now, isn't she? I've discovered that they're having a baby, so I wanted to make them a little gift, and I've made them a mobile, and I think they're going to attach it to, like, a musical one, so it, like, turns and stuff, but... Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I just hope that they like it.
I think they will.
Yeah, I think the hedgehog is my favourite. But I like the little mushrooms and stuff just because of it gives a little bit of colour and stuff. But yeah, I'm well happy with it. For my first attempt, I love it.
Yeah, so let us know what you think in the comments, because I think it's amazing. The hedgehog is also my personal favourite. Closely followed. I like them all actually. The fox is cool, the robin's cool. But yeah, let us know what you think in the comments, because she's going to start doing commissions and we need an extra income.
No, I'm not. This is a one-time only thing.
Okay, put it down there now out of the way. Just smashing me in the face with it.
Also good for hitting Louise.
Yeah, but it's really, really good. I think you've done an amazing job and I'm sure they're going to love it.
I hope so.
But we are going to end that vlog here now because it's probably gone on long enough. We've waffled on long enough.
Standard.
Join us on the next one when we may or may not be camping in a field somewhere, or we could well be on another tow truck, and if that's the case...
Why say things like that? You jinx us all of the time.
Well, I'm just going to change the channel name to Tow Truck Vibe, and then that way, whenever we end up on one, it'll be fitting, it'll be in our niche. That'll be our niche.
Anyway, if you did like this video, please consider hitting the subscribe button, dinging the bell so you know when we're like getting towed away, and give us a thumbs up.
Also on dinging the bell, it might be worth dinging the bell because the videos, there's a few things going on. We're making plans. We'll go through it in another video because that'll be a whole load more waffle. But the videos may be a bit sporadic and on different days, not Sundays all the time. So yeah, ding the bell and you won't miss a video, and we will see you on the next one.
Bye.
You have to put your hand over the thing.
Since when?
I've been watching YouTubers and all the best ones do it.
And you think we're one of the best ones?
Just put your hand over the thing. I don't think you even done that properly. I think there was a big old gap.
Let's try again.
Alright, see you next time, guys.
Bye. I think that's better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Got it this time.
Yeah, nailed it.